Hey horse people, Bridget Jones here. How's your day? Mine's pretty good. I just had to give Sam a scratch. It's a rainy, drizzly day here in the Pacific Northwest. This is kind of the weather we have this time of the year. It's actually quite hot, so it's kind of muggy today. Out here, just fed the horses. Wanted to talk to you about a book that I was rereading again yesterday by Bill Dorrance and Leslie Desmond, True Horsemanship Through Feel. Have you guys read that book? I've had it for about 7 or 8 years, and literally, if you have not read this book, go and get it on the internet. It is, in my opinion, the all-time best horse book. Every time I read it, I read it so many times, the pages are frayed, I pick up a new nugget, like a light bulb goes off every time I read it. See, I'm a factual person. I'm spiritual as well, but I'm very fact-based, kind of more towards a scientist, and so things that are factual about horses just make sense. And in the horse world, there's so much tradition that's not based on any sort of fact, or it works against the horse. And so what I love about Bill Dorrance, his book is very simply written. He doesn't use fancy English, but it's all common sense, factual stuff. And it talks about working with the instinct of the horse instead of against it. And it was kind of a good read for me. I was feeling a little discouraged. I've been seeing a lot of competition pictures lately that just break my heart. Horses with these contraptions on their face and big bits, and I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand. I know, and I'm not trying to be rude, that there's different IQs and intellects of human beings. I get that. No offense, but it is true. But even if you have half a brain cell, I don't understand how you think it's right to be putting some of these things in the horse's mouth, the most sensitive part of the animal. It's like, I guess they just overlook it for their own personal gain. My conscience is just, yeah, I can't do it. So, and the other thing that's interesting is when you work with the horse and you allow the horse to understand what you're asking, the results are always so much better. I can tell when somebody has a true partnership and has done cooperation training with their horse, because the look is so much better. When I see a horse, like I was watching a horse jump yesterday, and the horse's body was so tense. Yeah, they were doing it. They were doing the jumps, and they probably won something. There was no enjoyment on the part of the horse. And I don't know why you're in horses if you don't care about the enjoyment. Like, it's a partnership. It's just like being in a friendship or a marriage or, boyfriend and girlfriend. If only one partner is benefiting, that really is not fulfilling long term. Like, it doesn't feel good. But when you have the harmony going in a relationship, that feels so good. And you can tell with the body language of both of the partners. And so again, just going through that book, Bill Dorrance, it's awesome. Leslie Desmond, she still does clinics. You can check out her website. Tom has since passed. She narrated the book for him, or helped him write the book, is my understanding. But yeah, so like cooperation training and working with the nature of the horse, understanding that it's a prey animal, and that typically if it's not doing what you want, it's because you either asked in the wrong way, it doesn't understand what you asked, or it can't do it. They're by nature, they're agreeable. They have to live like right now, how you're seeing. They have to cooperate. They live in a herd for survival. So that's like their mantra. Like, they get how to coexist peacefully much better than humans do. So anyway, that's just kind of my thoughts when I'm out here on this kind of drizzly day. Horses are happy. Another thing maybe while I'm out here is, so I'm planning my pasture reseeding, because when I moved here when I moved here 9 years ago, almost 10 years ago, I had basically 3 horses. And then I've acquired this little guy that's up there, that pony, from a friend. And then there is an Arabian way back there. She's my neighbor's, and they couldn't take care of her anymore. So anyhow, I've got too many horses is the point, 5. So it's really taken a beating on my pasture. But one of the kind of cool things that we did is we cut up the tree limbs in most of the trees here. You can see So these are natural places for them to stand when it's raining. They have their run-in shelters on the other side of the pasture. These guys are out 24/7 year-round. They get to live like horses. I mean, I wish we had more land so they're not living 100% like, you know, horses are supposed to live, but as much as I can afford. But yeah, they love, here's like another one. This is like one of their favorite ones up here. So we cut all the tree branches up so that they could get under the trees when it's raining. So they're totally fine. They've actually had a really nice winter. It hasn't been that bad here. It snowed once and pretty mild, but anyhow, I'm gonna reseed, and I harrow frequently. I make sure I spread the manure, and I actually pick weeds constantly, which is very tiring. But it's something that I do just so I can keep the weeds down. I do keep the weeds that aren't poisonous, I keep out here because they're good for erosion control and they maintain the moisture. But you know, anything like tansy or Canadian thistle, stuff like that, I pick. What are you doing, silly Willy? Can you say hi to the peeps? Can you say hi to the peeps? Say hi to the peeps. There you go. Say hi, peeps. Hi, peeps. Oh, he just ate my phone. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.